Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's installation video, I'm working on my 4th gen Toyota Tacoma. I will be installing this 48-inch LED tailgate light bar. I'll have a link down in the description below where you can purchase this product. Now it does say it's for the Tacoma and the Tundra, however it is a universal kit. So this is something that you can hook up to different brands and other trucks. Now this is something that I've also done on previous Tacomas, and for the most part I have hardwired these into the truck themselves. Today I'm going to go a little bit different of a route. I really like to showcase modifications where you can always go back to stock. So in some of my other vehicles, I had some different scenarios going on. Today, I'm going to show you also the other ways that you can mount this to the back of your truck. So laid out, as you can tell, this is the light bar. And then with the light bar, there's this white wire that comes off of it. This is the tap in to reverse, and it does come with this 4-pin connector. And then we are going to mount it just underneath the tailgate and right above the bumper. Keeping in mind, if you have the spare tire cutout, which most vehicles do of course, you want to keep enough of an opening there in order to gain access to that if you need it. So the first step in this process is we want to make sure that the surface area is nice and clean, because on the back side of the light bar is adhesive, and we can use that in order to adhere it to this panel. So I'm just going to use some waterless wash basically and clean this as best I can, and then I'll let it dry just so that way the adhesive has a nice dry surface to stick to. And then from there, what I want to do is measure the 48 inches. So depending on how big your truck is, of course the Tundra, some other full-size trucks will be much larger, so you'll just have to center it as best you can. I have a rough mock-up here with some of the indentations in the back and where I can place it, and from there we can start working on the adhesive. So I will be heating this up as well, just to make it stick a little bit more. So if you have a heat gun or a hair dryer, you can use that. And you don't have to do a lot of passes, just enough to get it nice and sticky. And then I will use it on the back side of the truck here, just to heat up some of that metal. And I'm not going to worry about the wiring right now, but I do want to have the wiring on the driver's side, just because the plugs are on this side as well. You could do it on the other side, they're long enough, but I'm just going to go that route. And then line this up where I think it is going to be centered. Now with that section that I mentioned over here on this side where I have power to the tailgate, it is not completely flat. So I just need to hold it on both sides just to get it to adhere as best as I can. It's a very, very small lip. And again, your truck may not have that, but I want to give myself enough space too to get that tool up underneath. So it's going to be a little bit off there, but visually you're not going to see it. And with the light bar installed now, you can see I have a good bit of space between that indentation there, and then on the far left side, it's going to look a little bit different since the wires are there. You will see a little bit. I'm going to fish them in between the bumper and the back here. But this light bar also comes with self-tapping screws. So you can use these two on this side. There's also going to be two on the right side, and screw this into the back. I am not going to do that. I've done adhesive on these before. This is going to stick very nicely. I'll keep an eye on it, of course, but the adhesive is usually pretty good at keeping it on the vehicle. So I'm not going to do the screws. That's optional. You can do that if needed. But let's work on our wiring now and fishing this through. With the wires tucked in between the bumper now, coming out on this back side, you will see a little bit of them. Now the kit also comes with these brackets here. I believe you could use these to maybe go around the cables there, the wires, just to hold them in. I'm not going to worry about that because it's so small there, and it'll just be taut once everything is zip tied behind. So you do have some extra zip ties as well, especially with the added length. Now let's go ahead and test this light bar before we go any further, just to make sure everything is working properly. Now this is that 4-pin connector, so if you have that on your truck, simply just hook that up and you will be ready to go. So just like hooking up the lights for a trailer. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you do it this way, this is always going to be open and exposed. You could, of course, have this come out through this license plate holder, and that would be covered, but you would see this here. Now, in order to test our reverse lights, we do have this. You'll notice too on the 7-pin connector, it actually tells you which prong is going to go to what. Right in the middle, it says backup lights. So of course that is your reverse lights. Doesn't look like I can open this all the way with the other side, but I'm going to tap right in the middle of that for the middle prongs there, which is the middle wire from the back side, and that's how we can get our reverse light to light up. And with the light test out of the way to make sure everything works properly, I am going to go another step, and this is how I'm actually going to hook up this light bar. So we'll be tapping into some of these wires here and leaving all of the factory wires untouched for the truck. So if I ever go back to stock, nothing is going to look like it was messed with because I have this adapter here. So I'll have a link down in the description below where you can purchase this. What I found with the 4th Gen Tacoma is that I can actually disconnect this plug itself, which is where we have this coming into play. It's going from the 7-pin connector to the 4-pin connector. So up underneath the truck, this is the back side of the 7-pin connector. Now you won't be able to see the release for it. It is on the top of the truck. I already went ahead and disconnected it once just to see. So you do have to pinch on this. It's going to be a little bit tricky simply because it is on that top side. But once you pinch this, you can wiggle it right off and expose this side. And you will take the larger of the two, and that will plug in to the factory location, or the one that we disconnected. The smaller one here is going to go up to the back side of the truck. It is going to go at a slight angle to the left, so around 11 o'clock is about the top of it. And then once those are safely secured, that is it. That's all you have to do. And with that 4-pin connector, I have it connected right here and zip tied up top. I didn't show this on camera. It's going to be a little bit hard to show, but I'll go over exactly what I did. So you'll see this wire here. This is the 4-pin connector coming from the light bar. So what we fished down underneath, this is that new adapter with that plug. I basically just have it wrapped around this here. So I really didn't zip tie anything, just coil it up. You'll notice I have the rest of that 4-pin connector coiled up around there too. And then I have everything connected right here. I did zip tie this connection here. I also do have some electrical tape on the connection itself. Now this is a normal 4-prong connector. So if you're towing a trailer, you have it on, it's raining. It is supposed to be at least somewhat waterproof or water sealed so you can tow in the rain. But I just added some electrical tape just in case and have it tucked up above the spare tire there. So it's as clean as I could get it for the length of this. No one's going to see it. It's not in the way of dropping the spare tire, and everything is just bundled up behind the bumper there. So now with that done, we can move on to our reverse light. Since we have this long white wire that we fished through as well, when you look at the 7-pin connector, at least from the other side, when I did that test and touched the middle of it in order to see the reverse lights, that goes to the red wire. So that is what we are going to tap into. And this is another piece that comes with the kit. This is how we're splicing into it. I would recommend doing this off the truck. It's a little bit hard to do above your head. So do that first before you get everything up under the bumper. But I have it wrapped around that red wire. We're gonna take the white one, insert it to the other side, and then we will close this and apply pressure with the pliers. So that metal piece there goes all the way through. That's our connectivity between both of the wires. I did go ahead and add some electrical tape to that splicer there, and then I have the rest of that wire zip tied up top and nice and out of the way. Now I did forget to really showcase how to hardwire this to your truck. I'll have a video down in the description below where I did this to my 3rd Gen Toyota Tacoma. Now on that truck, I did a high clearance rear bumper, so I actually had to cut the wiring for the trailer hitch, extend it, which is why I decided to hardwire it in. But I like this setup much better. It's much easier to do, and I can go back to stock very easily. So let's go ahead and show all the functions now with this new LED light bar. So there we have it, the installation for this 48-inch LED tailgate light bar. Definitely something that's going to add a cool factor to the back of your truck, but also is going to be super functional as well. So again, take a look at the link down in the description below where you can purchase this for your truck. Super easy installation, and one that is going to be very visible, not only during the day, but of course at night as well. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I'll see you all in the next video.